I wanted to have you on to talk about this poll that the Competitiveness Coalition did in conjunction with my group, the Bartlett Center, on to New Hampshire Republican voters, which I think found some interesting stuff. And I just wanted to have you explore it a little bit. When you guys polled Republican primary voters in New Hampshire, found that they're not super excited or enthusiastic or even that interested in breaking up big tech companies and regulating big tech companies. And there's all this talk about that, but the voters don't seem to be there.
Well, thank you, first of all, for being part of the coalition. It's a great group, and we are trying to address a lot of what's happening in Washington, D.C. with some of the terrible rules and regulations, not only affecting the tech industry, but as you know, there are other terrible things that the Biden administration's been doing for, way too long now. It was interesting, certainly, to see where people stand in terms of their choice for candidates. As you know, former President Trump still has a very big lead, but he is on a lot of the polls now under 50%. And I think people really want to hear about policy. They want to see how these candidates are going to make their lives better, not only addressing, and you obviously did the poll, so you understand, the number one issue is reducing federal deficits by cutting wasteful spending. Number two is repealing the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. And number three is keeping taxes in small businesses, obviously, low for families, and then obviously the border issue. But yes, with regard to the tech issues, there's absolutely no appetite to stop the 1 or 2 day service from Amazon. As you know, Lena Khan, the head of the FTC, is going after all of the big tech companies, all in the name of allegedly censorship. And the thing that I find fascinating is that some of our most conservative Republicans in the House and Senate are joining forces with those like Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar and others in an effort to try to address these issues, and it has nothing to do with the issues that concern Republicans, which is obviously the censorship that we saw.